Imagine you're on your dream vacation. I mean, the sun is shining, you're on a cruise, you're surrounded by beautiful water, you're living it up, you're drinking at night, you're having fun. But all of a sudden, your daughter vanishes from the boat. There's no trace, no leads, nothing. This is what happened to Amy Lynn Bradley. Hey guys, I'm Jessie May, and today I'm back with another true crime video. If you like true crime and makeup, definitely subscribe to me. So who is Amy Lynn Bradley? Amy Lynn Bradley, she was a 23-year-old. She was born in Virginia. She just graduated college. She was very athletic. She was independent. I mean, she loved to play basketball. She played basketball in high school, college. She was just that girl. She was very close with her family. The thing that I noticed about the Bradley family, they were so big on family. Their house was kind of like the party house. They would always have friends over. They would have, little gatherings. And Amy, she had many friends. She was very likable. I mean, anybody that knew her would tell you that she was just one of a kind. So Amy just landed her new job. She was pretty just happy about her life. She didn't give a reason to just vanish. The day of her disappearance, Amy was on a Royal Caribbean cruise with her family. They were sailing from Aruba and going to Curacao. It was just a normal day. It was a regular day. They did family activities, they even had dinner that night. And her brother Brad, they looked just alike. I just had to point that out. After dinner, the parents, they decided that they were tired and they wanted to go ahead and get ready for bed. But Amy and Brad, they had other plans. It's a cruise. It's a vacation. They wanted to go clubbing. And they were just having fun. There's images of Amy living her life. When Amy was dancing, she was seen dancing with this band member. Brad decided to go back up to the family room, and that was around 3:35 a.m. During this time, whenever you are in a hotel or I guess on a cruise ship, you have like a little key card and you stick it in, it clocks it or like checks it, and it tells you time. So it's like a lock system. And Amy, she was still down at the nightclub. And Amy, a couple minutes later, she decided to go back up to the room. Her and her brother, they just decided to have, a little chat outside on the balcony. So they were just having a chat outside on the balcony. I mean, they were both a little tipsy because they had been drinking, and they were just chatting it up. Amy and Brad, they were really close. Brad told Amy like, hey, I'm feeling a little tired. I think it's time for me to call it a night. I had a couple of drinks. Amy decided that she wanted to stay out on the balcony. In the very early hours of March 24th, 1998, Ron, which is the daughter of Brad and Amy, he recalled seeing his daughter between the times of 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. sleeping on the balcony. That everything was fine. He just wanted to check on his kids to make sure that they was okay. Around 6-7 a.m. between that time frame, Ron woke up again and he realized that his daughter was gone. He wasn't panicking too much because he probably thought maybe she just got up early to go get breakfast because maybe she was really hungry. So he wasn't tripping out too much. He just got ready, got dressed. He didn't inform anybody. He didn't wake up nobody. And Ron decided to go around the hotel. I mean, he was looking for his daughter. He searched everywhere. And then that's when the panic started to kick in. I mean, he spent the next 30 minutes searching for his daughter. I mean, he searched from top to bottom. He could not find his daughter on that boat. And then Ron decided to tell his wife, like, hey, I cannot find Amy. I haven't seen her. He also told Brad, which is Amy's brother, that she's missing. So the family decided to reach out to the workers on the boat and say, hey, my daughter is missing. And everybody was finna get off the boat because they just landed to Curacao. The workers on the boat, they said, hey, we cannot make an announcement simply because there's thousands of people on the boat and it's early in the morning and it wouldn't be a very smart idea to get everyone riled up. Crew decided to make an announcement later. At this point, the ship has already docked at Curacao. And then, when the ship is already docked and people are finna get off this boat. And when people are getting off this boat, that just makes things a little bit more tricky. Once everybody was off this boat, the captain, everybody, the cruise ship members, they decided to search the boat from top to bottom, go through every room to search for Amy. When they did that, there was no sight of Amy. They checked every room, every drawer, everything. There was no sight of her. What really annoys me is that they let people get off the ship while she was missing. It was other people's vacations as well. It wasn't just theirs. So I do understand when the family asked for more help, the crew pretty much said that they did their best. They did all that they could do. So the word had got out that Amy was missing. It was breaking news. After the ship got back to its main point, that is when the investigation started. When they went in the room, unfortunately, cleaners of the boat has cleaned up some of the room. And I feel like that was a little bit sketchy, you know? Why would you clean up a room that is going to be under investigation? Detectives said that they checked out the balcony and there was pretty much little to no evidence. The investigators, they were saying like there was no way that she could have just fallen over the balcony. Yes, she was a little bit tipsy, but one of the investigators, he was 6'3", and the railing was up to his chest area. And Amy, she was not that tall. Didn't really make sense for her to just flip over. In situations like that, anything is possible, but I don't think that she flipped over, and I'll tell you why. A few months after Amy disappeared, there were many sightings of her. One major sighting, this happened a few months after she disappeared. It was August 1998, and a Canadian diver was diving on the beach called Playa Porto Marie. He claimed to see Amy with 2 aggressive men. Said he knew it was Amy because of this tattoo that Amy has on her shoulder. And this is a picture of what the tattoo looked like. And he said at the time he didn't know anything about this case. He hasn't really heard about it. He mentioned that this man was just giving him like the weirdest death stare, and they walked off and took the girl claimed to be Amy. After Amy's disappearance, a couple months after, the brother and the father, they decided to go to Curacao and look for Amy. And while they were searching for Amy, they was approached by a taxi driver. The taxi driver told them that Amy somewhere on Curacao. The taxi driver mentioned that she was knocking on his window, and Amy said, "Where is the phone center?" And he pointed in the direction where the phone center is. Amy went the opposite direction. So when Brad and the father Ron, when they heard about this, they decided to get in contact with the police. They were led to this place. I guess it was like the hood area over there. And they went inside like this shed, and they found Tic Tacs. And Ron, which is Amy's father, he was saying that he believed that she was there because she loved Tic Tacs. And I don't think they have Tic Tacs in Curacao, so it could be a possibility that she was probably there in that shed. This is one sighting that made me really think. So there was this Navy soldier, and he went to this bar. And it was just some bar after, I guess, a long day outside on the shore. The Navy soldiers, they would go out, you know, go to the bar, things like that. And they were not allowed to do this. That is an important key. And he mentioned that she came and sat next to him. He gave a description of her. She was white, she had green eyes, and she also had short brown hair. He said that she looked scared, like out of place. While they were sitting at the bar, he said that she leaned in and she whispered, and she said, "My name is Amy Bradley, and she needs help." During that time, it was a bar full of men, and they had weapons on them. Really only him, who was in a country that he didn't really know about. He had to really pick and choose his battles, and he did not end up helping Amy Bradley. And he was also in the Navy, and he wasn't supposed to be where he was. During this time, he did not reach out to the family or investigators. He kept them to himself. May 2nd, 2002, in his retirement, he decided to reach out to the Bradley family and say that he saw her. I can't go through all of the sightings, but there was many more sightings. The reason why I specifically mentioned the Navy one, I mean, the guy, he looked like he doesn't have nothing to lose, honestly. Fast forward a couple years later, in March 2005, there were several reports and witnesses saying that they saw Amy in Barbados. Fast forward years later, Amy Bradley still has not been found. They have even created a website for her, Amy Lynn Bradley is missing.com. So if you want to go check out her website, you are more welcome to. The reason why I mentioned not only for you to go check it out, but is because whenever you click on the website, you can see like the location of where that clique is coming from. There have been many cliques from Barbados, and remember, people have spotted her in Barbados. Investigators are thinking that this could be Amy, or this could be someone that knew what happened to Amy. There's a possibility that Amy could still be alive, and there's a possibility that she could not be alive, but we really don't know. These are some theories that people believe that happened to Amy. People believe that she was sold to sex trafficking. I mean, dealing with countries like that, it's not impossible. Another theory, people believe that she fell overboard. I feel like her body would have came up to shore. Anything is possible in a situation like this. And some people believe that she left voluntarily, like she got off the boat herself. But I feel like she just accepted a new job. I mean, she had a dog. I mean, she had relationships. She had people that cared about her, and she cared about them. So it didn't make any sense to me why she would voluntarily leave in a whole different country. But again, we don't know. Anything is possible. Please let me know, what are your thoughts and opinions? What do you think happened to Amy Bradley? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more true crime videos.